Bulletcast for life.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Bulletcast, the internet wrestling sensation, Lord Adrian. Adrian, how you doing today, brother?
I'm doing amazing, man. How about yourself?
I'm all right, dude. Today's your 23rd birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
So what does a internet sensation like yourself do on your 23rd birthday?
You know, I do carry a table with me 24/7, but this is actually this is my relaxed day. I need a day off. Definitely doing some videos tomorrow. We're back in the city. So yeah, but on a special day like this, I need some free time today.
No, I feel it, man. I feel it. I mean, we're gonna get into all of it: the wrestling, the music, Joey Janela, Spring Break, everything. But I mean, I first caught wind of you in the middle of last year. I mean, you got retweets by guys like T.J. Perkins, Randy Orton, Will Ospreay.
Yes,
I mean, the legend killer himself gave you a retweet. That's how you know it's a big deal. So I mean,
I almost passed out.
yeah, that's what I want to know. Like, when you get retweets from these guys, what are you and like Tahir and your crew like? What are you thinking about? Like, what's going through your mind?
That's really God showing me confirmation. Like, I'm really like spiritual about all this. I think we're not gonna just get a handout. You know, I don't expect you to just wake up to a bunch of phone calls and contracts with special people like that. It's just a step in the right direction. You feel me? Like, I don't get too crazy. I don't get too over dramatic. I do get excited most definitely because that means like Randy Orton. These are people that I watched my whole life, like, and people that I would not even whole life, even just watching on TV. The fact that they can take the time out the day to watch my videos, acknowledge me, it shows me that I'm moving in the right direction. So yeah.
No, yeah, absolutely, 100%, man. So I want to talk to you about Tahir. I mean, we see him frequently in your videos. He does the sunset flips, the Canadian destroyers, like all the crazy shit, really. How did you link up with him? How did you guys meet?
Actually, a lot of my group, he was really a dancer. Like, I was in some of them. Like, it's a Texas thing, so you know we all were just hitting them dancing and shit. And he was recording for us for a long time. He never, like, a lot of people in my group, they don't even know what they can do yet. They do not know how capable they are. So one day, one of the people, people bailing out, capping and flaking on the video. So he stepped up, and turns out he's better than we ever knew. And especially now that he trains daily. So yeah, that's really how I linked up with him though. He was behind the camera, and we basically put him in front of the camera, and boom, just shot up.
Oh, that's great, man. So I watched an interview you did. I think it was the Weekenders. I think that's the podcast. And so you are professionally trained.
I am professionally, most definitely. People don't even know that. They don't do the research on it either. But I've been trained, most definitely.
So where was the school at, the city, and how long was the training process?
AAPW. It was in Austin, Texas, and I'm not even gonna lie to you. I didn't even finish. I couldn't afford the school, so then they wasn't letting me do my videos anymore. So it was like they weren't holding me back from anything, but it's like if I can't do my videos, I can't grow. You feel me? Like, those are my babies right there. So it was a hard decision. If I had the money, I probably would have finished wrestling school by now, but they trained me and I learned everything I needed to know. So the process, I lasted about probably two months. I ain't gonna say I learned everything that I'm supposed to know, but I damn sure I learned how to run the ropes. Everything else, you could say almost self-taught.
No, 100%, man. So you're trained, and everybody else in the group, they're not, right?
It, that the tricky subject about that is you're right, they're not trained, but every time we go somewhere, they train them. They train me sometimes. Like these people, they're actually wrestlers. You know, they're in wrestling schools and promotions. They help them. Like they just taught them how to run the ropes. To learn how to run the ropes today, that we have the GCW freaking pay-per-view.
No, I mean that's great because I look at these videos and I'm like, oh my God, like these guys are really good. I mean, there's a certain real athleticism to what you guys do because you see the typical wrestling finishers in public or whatever. They're like at a swimming pool or a bouncy house or whatever. But you guys,
Exactly.
Walmart, McDonald's, you have breakaway tables. You guys have wrestled like in front of churches. I mean, you guys have done it on the side of the highway where I think a cop was called or something, right?
Yes, yes. He wasn't. He liked it too. They're just as interested in these things.
So speaking of the police, how many times have the cops been called? And what's the worst encounter you've had?
The cops been called once, and the worst encounter, the Walmart that we got one of the viral videos in. They try to ban us from all of them, but you really can't. There's no way. We're gonna go into. If I want to go into a Walmart, I'm gonna go into a Walmart. Like I don't really care about the whatever issues, but he tried to say that they lied and said we were breaking TV monitors, and I'm like, if we was really in there breaking stuff, literally, we'd be arrested.
Yeah, no,
There
100%.
we go. Sorry, yeah.
No, no, I got you. I got you. So, what's your favorite place to perform moves in? Because I mean, you went to here. You guys have been known as the Walmart guys. You guys have become famous for that. But I mean, I've seen you guys really like the majority of the videos have been like in McDonald's or a Wendy's. What's the favorite spot to perform moves?
Honestly, my favorite place is a place where we can jump off of, where we can do a crazy jump. Because the main point of these videos is to have people like scared on their feet, like, oh my God, how did he do that? You know, like, does this hurt? Or that's the anywhere where we can jump off of, even on the side of the highway. If I can climb on top of a sign, yeah, I would. Like, actually, we have fun on the top. We just jumped off of our city's Welcome to Killeen sign, RKO, straight through the table. The table exploded. The cars on the highway, they stopped. They all stopped. They thought it was real. Like, they literally stopped moving. Like, we made traffic over 10 feet. Like a 16 RKO'd him. He got to be out of black eye. And we do take a lot of risk for these videos, but it's like, it's not really risk, it's our passion. Like, people think this is a hobby or it's a joke. It's an odd lifestyle, but just like any other promotion, we entertain. People keep saying, they say all day, they bust our ass every day. Not a couple times a week. We bust our ass every day. We usually do videos every day. This is my day off. You feel me? We wake up. I get up. I do my little Uber. I do my little Uber rides. I'm an Uber driver. I do Uber and Lyft until 3 a.m. Then I wake up the next day. As soon as I wake up, we got to do a video. Then the cycle continues. Like, we work every day. So the busting your ass part, I don't care how foolish people think these videos are, I would never let anyone discredit what we do, because we put in just as much work in it, that a little more than an average person.
No, yeah, I 100% agree with that, man. I mean, I did like a wrestling finishers in public once, and it does take a lot of time, finding a location. But I mean, you guys take it to a whole other level with the tables. But on the Uber side of it, has anybody ever gotten into your car and be like, "Oh my God, you're the dude from Walmart that wrestles there"? Has that happened to you?
All the time. We take pictures. I sign autographs. Like, even when I'm just looking for stuff, we had to get some detox stuff from GNC. I go in there, the dude's literally just, I'm trying to get help. He's just staring at me. He asked me, because I changed my hair color. He was like, "Do you own a Cannibal Corpse?" I'm like, "Yes, bro. That was me." Who slipped a little boy across the table? Yeah, that was me, bro. Like we get recognized in literally, I can't say every city we go to, but majority of the places they all recognize us.
No, that's what's up, dude. So I want to talk about the move. I want to talk about the moves that you guys do. Is there a certain move or sequence of moves that you guys have thought about doing, but you guys are like, no, that's too dangerous?
The only move that we backed away from was the shooting star press. That's the only move that we ever backed away from because we can do a lot of stuff, but none of us could flip like that.
Were you guys gonna
That
try?
way.
Were you guys gonna try to like recreate Orton and Evan Bourne's shooting star press into an RKO, or what was gonna happen?
Yeah, we were. See, we like to recreate things, but we're also innovative. Like I like to, if he can, someone can do a shooting star press, I would turn it into something else. Like it could have been an arcade. Hey, regardless, any move that would be out of the shooting star press would be perfect. Any move.
100%, man. How many breakaway tables do you have? Because I see tables in like every video now.
We buy one every video, and they're $40, $40 to $50.
That's cool, man. So what's your favorite stunt that you guys have done through a table?
The newest one where I got what's it called? I got swanton and leg jumped at the same time. That one specifically, the one that was just at the GCW show, because when I did it, I knew the crowd was gonna like explode. Like I know they low key killed me on that table, but I was smiling on the inside because I was like, wow, we finally like that's all I wanted to ever feel was like a real live. I wanted a reaction, like, and we finally got it. And you know, I get it. The Walmart dudes, though, the name's not taken as serious. People, they think we get offended by being called, and I'm like, they don't know me from a can of paint, but we blew up in Walmart. So I hope people understand that because it sounds a little childish, yeah.
No, yeah, 100%, man. I absolutely agree. So, I mean, you said you wanted that live reaction. We haven't seen that in wrestling for the past 6 or 7 months due to the pandemic. What if you thought about wrestling in the pandemic era?
What about I don't actually. Sadly, this is the first time that I've ever missed wrestling. Like, I have stopped watching like that. Without the crowds, it's like, who are you perform? I get it, you know, they're still trying and they got stuff to do, but ooh, that took me out. It's not the same because you know we grew up watching wrestling. The crowd reactions are the best thing. The pops, like when people return, you like to hear the crowd going crazy. I don't know. I lost it. I couldn't do it no more. And the way that they do the matches, I couldn't like Drew McIntyre beating Brock like that, kicking out of an F5 at one. What year? Like Undertaker doesn't even do that. Roman Reigns doesn't even do that. Drew McIntyre literally lost in the new Drew McIntyre literally lost to Roman, all these other people, Seth, even Kevin Owens. Where the hell did this? They just gave his overall like 200. Like I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I know they had a completely different plan, but Rona hit and everything got messed up. And I do agree. I didn't necessarily like the way that was worked. But I mean, Drew, his title reign, it's been okay. We can say it's been all
It's
right.
not okay. Drew would never. It's okay. I don't respect this part either about wrestling, but there would never be another Randy Orton, John Cena, Undertaker, Goldberg like them. Even if Drew McIntyre does all that, he still doesn't look. He doesn't look like the. They. I don't know. They did. They. I think they messed up wrestling because these new people, they can never recreate. Like, I don't care how many cool moves you do, we don't look at them the same. Like, when we've seen HBK, Triple H, like, those were regular superstars. There's not even nobody like HBK. There's nobody like Triple H. There's nobody like, even Bobby Lashley can't even, like, I don't get it. Bobby should be like Brock Lesnar. Like, wrestling right now is so freaking messed up. Like, it needs a whole rewash. I don't know. It's WWE specifically, like the U.S. title. Anyone holding those and below, they're automatically mid card. Do you remember the days where anybody could win out of nowhere? Like RVD could win the world championship and then lose it like the next week to somebody random. Like, everybody was able to be a world champion. Do you remember that? Like,
Oh yeah,
Eddie.
100%.
Yeah, like, there was a whole, like, that's the era. I don't get it. Like, this era, it just sucks. Like, Humberto Carrillo. What's that dude's name who does the Andrade? Like, they don't even look like they could hold the championship. You feel me? Shelton Benjamin doesn't even look like he can hold the world champion. Like, it's like Jey Uso, Jimmy. They just don't I don't get it. They just mess up wrestling.
No, I feel you. I mean, I have my qualms with WWE as well, but what have you thought of AEW during the pandemic? I mean, they've brought fans back in the last couple weeks.
AEW is actually, I'm not gonna say that's my favorite show, but they're amazing because, again, they anybody can be a world champion on that show. Anybody, everyone looks like they could do something. Like, it doesn't look like there's a mid card. It doesn't. Like, if you win, you win. You feel me? Like, Chris Jericho doesn't need the title. The Orange Cassidy doesn't need a title. Best friends. Like, do you know how there's weak? I don't know any strong tag team in WWE. They don't. None of them look. You know what I'm saying? In AEW, all the tag teams are freaking amazing. Like the Young Bucks, when Kenny was with freaking Hangman. Every tag team in AEW looks like they can do something crazy. Even the Luchas. Like, I can see a championship on every single team. Does that make sense?
No, yeah, 100%, man. So, I mean, speaking of AEW, one of their stars, Joey Janela, he had his spring break #4 for the GCW collective this past weekend, and you were on the show. You went to hear. How did that come about, man?
Ooh, we went after the video went viral. He just took a shot and he went for it. Joey Janela he went for it, and I couldn't be more appreciative of him taking a shot like that because people, I don't know, they weren't respecting us. A lot of wrestlers weren't, and Joey, he took the chance, he took the opportunity to allow us to show what we can do. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I know you've seen it. I don't think we disappointed one bit.
No, I was a fan. I'm like, yo, this is dope. This is what's up. I'm glad these guys are getting an opportunity to show the world what they can do.
We needed that night personally. I needed it, and the boys needed it just to show people, because we worked in that ring. We didn't botch. There was no botch. That night couldn't have been any more perfect.
Absolutely, man. Because I mean, the sequences you guys do, it's crisp and it's smooth. And there are some times where like you guys throw like a super kick. I'm like, yo, was that a shoot or did homie really get kicked in the face? I mean, that's how good the work is that you guys do.
We're brothers. You know how if somebody random hits you, it's like, bro, like, watch out, be careful. If your own brother hits you, I'm like, you got me, you got me good, bro. Like, that's the attitude I have when they hit me. We're bringing realism back to wrestling. Like, I didn't even do any. I hate the leg slaps. I hate it. Like, the knee that I did to here, it looks so fucking, like, it looks so real, and I didn't have to use a leg slap. Like, I don't like that in wrestling. I'm not gonna lie to you, because they use it for every move. Every move should not sound like a fucking gunshot.
Yeah, I mean, back in the day, the only time you heard a gunshot was when Sean kicked somebody in the face.
Exactly. That's the only time I ever heard. The only time that I heard a kick. Like every time he hit it out, I was like, why do they allow this? Like when I was showing my friends, because Sean, that's my hero. Like that's the only person I ever watched how I watched. I cried when he retired. Um, every time he kicked somebody, like when I tell people wrestling's real, I would just show them that, and they'll be like, "Bro, how?" I'm like, "It's not edited. Like it's it's literally right there."
Man, Sean was kicking
Freaking,
dude. Sean was kicking dudes' faces off, man.
he was, and it's crazy because his kick, when I don't know, when other people kick, I know it's not finishing the match. When he kicks, like it's a special.
Absolutely, man, absolutely. So, I mean, there's another guy that does stunts, and he's become quite famous for it. Superhuman. He's the one that, this is for all the gigolos and gigolettes, and he jumps onto like tacks or light tubes or something. Could we see a collaboration between Superhuman and Lord Adrian?
I wouldn't personally. I wouldn't make that, but that's I'm a person. I'll give people what they want. If people want to see that, yeah, I'm gonna do it. When me and Superhuman first encountered, it wasn't the best one. I had to okay, yeah, I had to I had to confront him about something, but other than that, he got on. He's a good person. He got on my like he definitely ever since that he definitely did his thing. And if we had to collab, though, I think I would, just because it's needed. I'm not gonna hold nothing back over no grudges.
Absolutely, man. You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta take care of business. Now, I want to
Exactly.
talk. I want to talk about your music career. So, I've just found out you did music like last week. A friend of mine, Cindy, she put me onto it. So, when did you get involved with music? Who are some of your influences?
No, not really. I was look wise, Young Thug could be the influence, but I've been rapping since I graduated. I always wanted to be a wrestler, but yeah, rapping it took over. And see, rapping, I still do it. I can drop a song like whenever I want. It's gonna have whatever views. I don't really do. I'm not a handout. We're earning it. If it happens, it happens. It's on God's time. And if He wanted me to be a rapper, He'll make that happen. He'll blow a song up. Um, yeah, there's no influences. We just do it. And I think I like wrestling a little more because there's no fake love. Like when we went out there, everything was so genuine and so real. Like rappers out here, they just it's fake support. They don't allow people to blow up. You have to get a handout. Like all these people I've been around, like I be around the people with blue checks and stuff, and I'm like, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it from the outside. Not even I know the outside and the inside. And it's like, okay, so this grown man, all these grown men are paying, doing all this dirty work under here. You don't do nothing. And there's people out here. We put our work in by ourselves, no help, no cosign, nothing. And I'm like, I don't know. It is what it is. You just wait for your turn. That's how I am on the rapping thing. Not really too much on it.
No, I mean I understand you. You're kind of like Jericho, the music and the wrestling aspect of it
Wow, that's crazy because that is crazy. That is true.
in a way. So, I mean, the song I like is "Playing Games." I think it dropped in January, right? January of this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm a fan of that one. I'm like, okay, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. I dig it. So, I mean, do you have any more new music coming out pretty soon, or?
Yeah. I'm actually holding it. My theme song that I used for Joey Janela's, it was my song. It's called Face Paint. I'm bringing that one back out. It's actually like a little rock star rap type thing. And I have another one. I'm holding them like for perfect timing.
Wow,
get my money right so I can do my own promotion and all that.
You really are kind of like Jericho, using your own song for your entrance theme.
It's basically, yeah, like.
That's what's up, man. As we wind down here, this is kind of a rapid fire thing we like to do on the show. So, favorite wrestler of all time?
Shawn Michaels.
We're Sean guys on this show. I love it. I love it. He's mine too. 100%. All right. Favorite tag
I
team?
would cry if I met him.
I've actually had the pleasure of meeting him. It was dope, dude. There you go. I love it. Throw up the DX.
If you put Shawn Michaels, I told everybody, if you ever put him in my face, I would bust out crying.
It's the only time I've
That's
ever
how
been.
Serious.
It's the only time I've ever been starstruck. I didn't know what to say. I'm like, oh my god, this is the greatest in-ring performer ever. I don't know what to say. It's crazy.
I didn't even know he was the greatest performer. It was just well, I didn't know because I'm a little kid. Like I'm just looking at him kick people's heads off. I like his character, the ponytail. He had that swag. His entrance was dope. Like I don't know, man. That's just my favorite.
Hands down, man. Favorite tag team of all time?
DX.
DX. So we're talking New Age Outlaws. We're talking Triple H and Shawn.
Triple H and Shawn.
All right, I feel it. Favorite finisher?
Even the HBK and Triple H, the one from I like in '98. That one, I like that one, but I know he changed his life around. I like the 2000s. I like all of them with just them. I'm not a big fan of everyone else.
No, I get it. Favorite finisher?
Sweet Chin Music.
There we go. All right.
Really finna get an all Shawn Michaels like thing right here. You better be careful, man.
I love it. I mean, that's my favorite finish. That's my favorite wrestler. Let's see if we have the same favorite match. What's your favorite match of all time?
HBK versus Undertaker.
Which one?
25.
There we go. That's my favorite match of all time too, man.
Bro, like I actually, when I was a little kid. I was in here. I was texting my dude on my friend on my flip phone. Every time he had Sweet Chin Music, I'm like, he won, but I didn't know what the hell was happening. I didn't know. Hey, look, from a kid who doesn't know about dirt sheets or any of that, I didn't know he was finna retire. I wasn't ready for that. And then when he faced him the second time, I'm like, he ain't dumb. I know what's going on here. He let him lose the first time so he can win the second time, but no, they got me. And then I was like, wow. Then I seen him crawling, bro. I'm like, no way. And then he slapped him. I'm like, please super kick him.
Same. It still kind of hurts. It really does. We don't talk about Saudi Arabia here though. That never happened in my eyes.
Hey, if it makes, bro, him going bald, I'm like, Sean, you didn't have to lose it. I know you would have had a bald spot or something, but you didn't have to lose it, man. There's just for men.
There's Rogaine keeps something.
He didn't have to lose it. He didn't have to lose it. Like,
absolutely. Well, Adrian, I've appreciated talking with you, man. This has been super fun, dude.
Hey, I appreciate you too, and you keep in contact with me.
Absolutely, man. Hey, if you guys are ever in the Bay Area, if you want to film a video, I'm down to get super kicked or whatever, man.
LA? That's
no,
LA, huh?
like San Francisco area.
San Francisco.
Yeah.
Hey, we're coming down there in November. We actually have a show. We'll get the flyers and everything like real soon. It's on the 14th. No, the 13th of November.
Oh, that's what I'm down. I'm down to show up and go, dude, for sure.
Hey, I post every day. When I post it, you're definitely gonna see it.
For sure.
You're definitely gonna see it.
Adrian, tell the people where they can find you on social media.
L0rd.adrean. That's Instagram, Twitter. Same name, just take out the dot.
All right, there you have it. Ladies and gentlemen, Lord Adrian, thank you so much, brother.
Be easy, boss, man. Appreciate you.
All right.
This has been the Bulletcast. Thank you for listening.